All right, I got me some coffee this time, so I'm not going to mess it up. God willing. How y'all doing this evening or morning, wherever you may be? Good? Oh, that's good. Oh, good. Good. Thanks for asking. All right. All right. Here we go. Okay, chapter 2, 1749, The Visitor. The boy himself provided the saving plan. They rose from a winter visitor to their lean-to-back cabin that butted against the wagon bed and served as a forge room for the traveling gun shop. It began in the look of wonder and excitement that transformed young Robbie as the visitor talked on into the night. David slumped in his old chair, seeking to ignore the gnawing pain in the middle, and Rob was busy at the forge when the door flew open. The rush of snow and wind, accompanying the wind-driven flurry with a leather-clad man, carrying a rifle who cursed with practiced fluency as he fought the door shut in the teeth of the wintry blast. Leaning his rifle against the wall, the stranger beat snow from his shoulders and shook more from his great fur hat with a vigor that scattered it throughout the small room. Only then did he turn his attention to the occupants of the hut. Bobbing his head in recognition, he uttered the ubiquitous greeting that grew in the throat and was with a lip movement. Wah. Then raised an open palm in the universal peace sign. Colder than a duck's arse on an ice pond out there. His voice was deep, and Irish brow was strong. Rob became aware of a pair of iron gray eyes searching him from beneath heavy brows. Rob judged the man about average height. His hair hung as long as an Indian's and was tucked inside his buckskin coat. Muscle biceps swelled as the man moved, and Rob sensed his strength and quickness. The stranger's heavy leather coat hung below his knees and was bound about the waist by a raw Hawaiian belt into which a long-handled tomahawk was thrust. A hunting bag with large and small powder horns attached lay on his left hip, and a patched trimming knife was fastened to the bag's shoulder strap. A pair of rabbit-skin mittens dangled from his leather thongs about the frontierman's neck, and a thick beaver muff was fastened to the front of his leather coat. I talk no. Moccasins of soft doe hide covered ankle and shin, and a pair of extremely large moccasins. The stiff soles were worn as overshoes reached only a little above the ankle. Straw stuffing poked above the outer moccasin lacings. Although familiar with loitering Indians and more than a few hunters and traders, Rob had never laid eyes on such a stranger and wild-looking figure. He knew his jaw hung slack as he devoured the sight of his first long hunter and frontierman. I'm George Corrigan, trader from up beyond Kittatinny Mountain, west of the main spring, and old tag along here. Corrigan waved in the direction of his long rifle. Heard the village had a gunsmith now, so I trailed down to see if y'all could fix me a new spring. Wait, this is the other character. Ain't much good a yacht haul out in that country. The broken gun. Too many painters and unfriendly environments in there, and them damn Shawnee are always skulking around. Regular the gunsmith, Krogan had moved to the forge, warming his hands over the coals as he chalked. Yes, I'm David Shuto. George Coggin. Is it poor night to be out? Uh, so let's look at that rifle, and we'll see what's to be done. Watch her, watch. She's still loaded. Krogan mourned as Rob carried the rifle to old David. The gunsmith examined the weapon with obvious appreciation. His gnarled fingers traced the pattern of relief carving on the curving maple stock. Looks like a reading gun. Nice wooden patch blocks. There in good carving. Did John Wright make the rifle, Mr. Krogan? That he did, Mr. Chateau, and a fine rifle it is. Using old tagalong more than 2 years now. Had her out to the Ohio country a few months ago. She shoots true and holds like a brook. Goodman, young correct. Knows his business. Oops. You must to Mr. Chateau to pick. You must to Mr. Chateau to pick out a John Maker from Glanston at his work. There was respect in the trader's voice. Not so clever, Mr. Krogan. Hold on. Not so clever, Mr. Krogan. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna wait. A man leaves his mark on what he creates now. Rock can fit a new spring. Hold on. Oh, somebody has been getting these characters mixed up. Yeah, it's good. Oh man, I might cry. No. I'm going to this coffee. What happens next? Oh shit. Sleepy time tea or apple juice? Oh, which one? Dora the Explorer. If you chose apple juice, then you won a golden ticket to hell. No, what's these? Let's get into the slow motion soul. All right. I'm good. All right. Okay. Okay, here we go. Chapter 3. It won't be long. No. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's get right here. No Rob can. Okay. Not so clever, Mr. Krogan. A man leaves his mark on what he creates. Oh, more so this. It's not even this. It's kind of dark in here, as you can tell. That's my arm lamp. Or oh, shakalaka. Oh, shakalaka. Okay. All right. Not so clever, Mr. Krogan. A man leaves his mark on what he creates. Now, Rob, can you fit new spring to Mr. Krogan's lock, or will you repair the old one? Excuse me. George Krogan stirred nervously as Rob drew the charge from the barrel and removed the bolts holding the gun locked to the rifle stock. Okay, he watched for a moment, then, obviously disturbed, blurted out, "Look, Mr. Chateau, ain't you going to fix the spring yourself? I'm not doubting the boy so much, but old Tagalong gets hard to use and sometimes stands in between me and all right sudden demise." Okay. Raising a palsied hand, David held it forth for Krogan's study. I'm suffering to argue. Raising a palsied hand. What's palsied? Oh wait, is it like roughed? Gruff? I think scuffed. What did I say? David held it forth for Krogan to study. What's this? What's that? What's this thing called? Okay. Yeah, I think it's that. Let's go with that. Something 100%. Do that. Raising a palsied hand, David held it forth for Krogan to study. I'm suffering and argue. That's not a back quote. I'm suffering and argue. No, that don't make sense. I'm suffering to argue. I beg to differ. All right. I'm suffering and argue. Oh, God. I'm getting these American books mixed up with my bananas. We say banana. That's why I said banana. Ross gets it. It's an inside joke. I'm suffering and argue, Mr. Krogan, and I could not repair your luck. And trust the boy, Rob is my grandson, and be assured he has the eye and the touch. Your spring will be right, Mr. Krogan. I forgot they talk about something. I mean, Indians. You Indians? What's up? All right. Yeah, Johnny Depp. He's like, what's up, man? Way cooler though. But no, I saw the story time. Yeah. So they were like, "How you doing, Johnny?" He didn't say anything. Then they're like, "Take care, Johnny," and you're like, "Be well." I was like, "Well, I like that. I like that quote." Did you get my message? I said, "Oh, I like that." It's a good quote. It was a decision. I don't remember what it was, but it was a good one. I liked it. Something kind of like the same. I actually hit my tooth. That's like a shock. All right. Yeah, symbolism. I'm in shock. Well, that's shock. Okay. Okay, raising a policy. Okay, where was that? Okay, here we go. Under the trader's doubting gaze, Rob removed the lock from the rifle and laid the broken mainspring on the flat of the anvil. I can fix it. It's gonna pop. No, I'm sorry. I'm not used to talking like this. No, I need to watch. I got damn it. All right. Okay. Turning. I might watch for Johnny Depp interview. No, it's not that. Did you see the last episode? I'll watch it. Trust me. If you're Indian, it's not worth it. It's crap compared to all the other ones. It's the forbidden. It's the taking the bite of the tree of the good and evil. Why do you say that? That was a good question. Onward. Nutella. I'm sorry. I don't even know what that means. They're like, Nutella. That's what I don't know. That's probably inside joke. If you go ahead, I'm sorry. The way she said it, I can tell she's like, sorry. Okay, all right. Should we just stop here? That's a good ender. I think we end it with Johnny. Yeah, hold on. I feel like we should finish the chapter. This is going to be a while. I got this. I'm in a good mood. Once I fought, I was going to say, once I fought, it's over. I'm not going to be surprised if I do. That's all the time too. That's all. That's all. There we go. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay. I can fix it, Grandpa. This is the way. It's not what it says. I can fix it, Grandpa. It's the way you say it. We were all laughing. Okay, turning to Krogan, he explained. Okay, it's like a start, but if a mainspring is broken and the bend isn't worth repairing, Mr. Krogan, you can't. Yeah, it's this little boy. Okay, you can't ever be sure about it. But a break along the flats is easy fixing. Mollified by the boys' confidence, Krogan poked a glowing coal from the forge and touched it to the bowl of a short clay pipe. Close off juice for a second. Okay. And touched it to the bowl of a short clay pipe drawn from his hunting bag. The comforting smell of rich tobacco. Wow. Okay, filled the forge room. Drawing strongly, Krogan exhaled a fragrant cloud and offered them to David. Care for a puff or two, Mr. Chateau? Tuscarora. I'm gonna call you Tuss. It's a long name. Tuscarora. No, I'll say it like Tuscarora. Well, that's your nickname. If you're out there. Okay. Can you hear me? Repeat. Okay, here we go. tobacco in there. They bring it north from their cold country in the Carolina colony Indians. All right, what's that say? Indian white pipes. I got some pipes. I got glass. No, it's not that. Wait, that's what they call it here in America. Care for a puff or two, Mr. Chateau? Descaro tobacco in there. They bring it. Wait, okay. Care for a puff or two, Mr. Chateau? Descaro tobacco in there. Oh, Descaro tobacco. That was the song's name. Descaro tobacco. Bag. That's what I call it in London. Oh, that's okay. Oh no. Okay, they bring it in north from their old country in the Carolina colony. Indians claim the smoke cures a man's ills, makes him tough. Oh really? Wait, Indians claim the smoke cures a man's ills. No, that's true. Yeah, makes him tough and strong in his lungs, like him. Gets in a smokehouse. I can't vouch in for any healing effects, but I will say a pipe of tobacco is good company of an evening. No, we that tobacco is cause cancer. It's special effects. All right, David declined the offer. What's the car driver? That was my neighbor. Hey, make a shawl. What is this? What's that? Oh, it's just my hair. La, la, la. You see it? I don't know if you like that song. Oh yeah, I did a little new dance. I was gonna say it. I played the horse in the name dance in the desert and with the horse with no name. Wait, what was it? How's it go? I don't know the lyrics singing songs. In the desert, you can't remember your name. Slow motion. This. Okay. All right. Thank you. David declined. Like pound back. Respect. All right. What then we're going to do? Well, actually, it seems like a good idea. With the song, the song. Oh, I actually put the actual song on it. No, that was Fortes. What's that word? Bruh. No. It's not that. Rough. No, it's not that. I'll use that. I don't know on that for sure. I'll use that next time. Next time there will be no next time. Wow. I used to put. I might just circle page 14. 17. I think that's somewhere else around do. 14. 2. 24. Okay. Okay. All right. Did I just finish this? No, I think I. Whatever. Okay. Wait a minute. Let's just process everything we just read. That's a lot of words. I that's a good idea actually. I'm thinking about it. Stop at the pictures. Not a lot of pictures over there. Probably are. It is. Yeah, that's a lot. No, well, yeah. Here's what. Yeah, somewhat. Oh, did you take notes? This ain't my book. This isn't my book. This isn't my book. Well, I mean, I borrowed it, but it wasn't. I was gonna return it, but I didn't see it the next day. Everything happens for a reason. Tis the season to be jolly. Actually. All right, hold on. I got an intervention. I gotta pee and blow my nose. Hold on. Which one are we live on? Oh, right here. Where's the live? Yeah, wait. Hold on, it's hard to tell. No. They both have the red dots. This one's like, I'm ready. Oh, that's not too. Dude, that's not a bad idea. If you want to, no, I want to play a song. Indian song? Yeah, Indian music. Not what you thought. No, of course. That's. We discussed American Screenplay. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I've seen a little bit of it. We're gonna play some. I don't know what have I tip. Hold on. Him is passion. He knows all about the Indians. He knows everything. He knows all about it. Dude, he should be a history teacher for real. Have you thought about doing that? Like, just go to. You don't even have to have a degree for fucking. Seriously, like my fucking teacher, Mr. Racklin, he's like an acting teacher. So Mr. Racklin, if you're still alive, he even said like he's a living monument of someone who should be dead by now. He was a big druggie. I think in the 70s and fucking in the present when I was in 8th grade. Like, he's like, I'm going hard, basically. Like, just out of respect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he couldn't, whatever. He just wanted to get to know me in a way. He could, like, he had psychic abilities. Like, I just didn't think of something. I was like, I pictured two monkeys doing like that. He said two things smashing together. And I was like, that was a monkey. Like, I didn't want to say it. I mean, people can't like read your minds. Like I can't read your mind with like what you're saying. By the way, like in front of me, like he's saying this. Come on. But that is a good thought. If you actually thought that people can read your mind, I thought that for a second. Like it's just you think the right thoughts in a way. I mean, my mind's just like filled with unicorns and rainbows and cheese. All right, hold on. Everyone should try Indians. Well, not literally. Fired confidence. Where's your dude? You don't have one of the Indians? Come on. He's just talking about here's your no, okay. Next week. No, he'll do it probably. Skateboard and sunshine. That's your newest one. Okay, how about tribe? Dude, how do you hold on? It's Native Americans. Native Americans. I'm like now I'm going through a phase. I'm really fascinated by Native Americans. I mean I have read a whole like not history. I got a history book from the library, true story. And I read it got to the part finished the Indians and then it was like something else and then I was like, okay, I think I'm good. It wasn't on purpose. I want to find other things. I was like, I'm trying to read it. Like I've read it in the magazine that you read it. I learned all about it. I was like, Aaron knows better, dude. He seems like a cool actor. It was never like, I'm gonna be an actor. Let's learn about trying to, you know what I'm saying? Standing Rock. Oh, dude, you did what? Hold on, you did. That was the pirate one. Standing Rock. Oh, let's check. Why don't we just talk documentary? Native American documentary. I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Well, I got dead man. I do want to. There's another documentary. Oh, I'm gonna pirate. I don't know what I want to do. 6 misconceptions on Africa. I think I saw Native Americans today at the food line. I did that. No, that was definitely American. I can tell by her white cheekbones. Yeah. She didn't look at me. I was like, she's one of them. I look back, she had a nice butt. Yeah, nice butt if you're watching. I was like, wow. All right, onward. Yeah. I could have glared. I actually was thinking about it. I was like, I'm just going to glare. Okay. Like, I was like, whatever. You know, like, guys get it. Get it. It does. It kind of does give you like a dopamine release, whatever. If you do it rarely, fucking if you what? Don't get no PMO. I'll say a little something. Some of this are just on topic. So you get like a really huge dopamine release, right? And then like later on, you just find everything kind of boring. They didn't know that back in the day. It's like there's actually recent studies on it. Like it's kind of recent, so don't feel bad. Like oh man, I grew up watching porn. Yeah, probably that's why you're not laughing. Yeah, it makes sense. Either that, or you just yeah, you're a fapper. Yeah, I've off too. That's sad. Do both? Maybe it's just what? Go. I don't know. I'm trying to help you out. If you fap off anywhere, that's terrible. It's kind of common sense. You don't watch weird. Wait, I don't really. I can't. I can cover this. I've been there. Really. I'll call myself off for like a month. For like how long ago? Just watch that fucking audience member in front of me. Fucking a few months ago. I was just kind of I gave up. I don't know if I was like there's like a natural kind of like thing, you know, like once you binge, like once you fap off, and I don't know about some other word, but it's like it's natural as you just start binging because you like I give up sort of. Me also like I don't know different, but it's just like I was like because this is a key, like And then I was like, hold on. I forgot all this benefits. It is kind of like a concept, like, but what about the confidence you get from it? What about the happiness? Hey, I don't know. There we go. No, I know what I'm talking about. All right, how the U.S. stole thousands of, was you imagine that? Yeah, man, yeah, I can't remember all that. You keep coming. All right, counter invention, music. You can focus on, I don't want to focus on. Really? Can you read a book with music on? I don't know, it's meditation. I gotta use the bathroom. Well, not anymore. Okay, no, it's just meditate. Some people can't stay meditating for even 30 seconds. I don't even know how long it takes for me to process information, or I just keep going. I'm like scroll. Man, I do take a minute if I want to. I already know this, so I need to take a minute. I don't know. Or do I take notes? That's a good question. You're right. What is it? Do all Native Americans think the same? I actually want to know about that. That's probably the best video on here.
I've told people that I'm Native American.
Okay, cool. Hold on. I'm not going to disrespect you. Literally, like, if I can't do that, would be kind of hard. Say something. Go on.
Like, what is that? What does that mean? I mean, I'm like, I'm indigenous. I'm from here. Like,
what's what?
I'm here.
Oh, weird noise. That's my mom's TV. Somewhat weird. Good thing I'm not tripping balls or anything. All right, I'll be right back. I'll put in some music. How long? 23 minutes? 26? I did it, dude. I beat the clock. No, we are gonna stop there though. I do want to learn, but I want to. I think it's more interesting, isn't it? I don't remember that. I'm delusional. I don't know what delusion would do. He knows what he's just cool like that. He is really cool. Go check him out. I always plug him as person. I think you should try it. You're welcome. Thank you. No, give me your money. So at least 1/4 makes sense. You owe me. I know I'm famous. It'd be weird if I wasn't. If you think about it, that means what? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, all right. Peace and love. All right. Actually, let's take 30. But yeah. See you next time. Waffles. Only you eat me 30.